Right, I wasn't going to do another video, but I've had loads of people sending emails in, so I think it's only fair that I just do a quick one. But my heart's really not in it at the moment. My mind's not on boxing, so I'll just go through. I'm not going to put your names to that stuff because we'll be here all day, and I've only got an hour here, so before I've got to get off. It's a long story, but Josh Whale, I've heard he's vacating. I don't know, I hope he isn't, but if Josh Whale vacates, that's up to him, innit? I wanted Josh to get the belt for his dad Mick, because I've got a lot of time for Mick, but if Josh Whale and his dad think it's the best decision now that they're ranked by IBF number 15 to move forward with an eliminator, that's their business, isn't it? It's nobody else's business, and if that's what Mick thinks best, good luck to Mick. I like Mick. They've done well to get there as a team, Anthony, Josh and Mick. They've been a good team from day one, and they've done well. They've done best decisions for Josh, and he's a good little fighter, Josh. And he's 30-year-old just turned, but he's a young 30, isn't he? He's not got mileage on clock, has he? He's done it hard way, Josh Whale. So good luck to Josh Whale. Jamie McDonnell got beat in Japan. We know that, don't we? I don't want to hear stories about blaming the weight. He's been at that weight all his career, anymore, most of it anyway. It's all caught up with him, hasn't it? People can't say, oh, it's the weight, it's the weight, it's the weight. You do the weight properly. Jamie McDonnell needs to look at his training team if he's not done the weight properly. Well, they're monitoring him properly. We don't know, do we? But let's got this screen wash, bottle of screen wash to stop the door. I'll take that when I go. That's my screen wash, not yours. Jamie McDonnell didn't do weight correctly, apparently. Well, David Price got in ring well overweight, didn't he? He was called well trained, wasn't he? Jerome Wilson, did he do weight properly? We can all take the plaudits when you're winning. When you're losing, somebody has to be blamed. We play the blame game. At first you're angry, then you're upset, then you look for somebody to blame. Now, with Jamie McDonnell put into a situation where it was good money, but they knew he couldn't make the weight because he folded like a stamping first round, didn't he? Now that's not the Jamie McDonnell that we all know. The kid can do the rounds. I don't want to hear all that, you outgrow the weight. You don't outgrow the weight. Or what? All of a sudden, has he just got big boned? You don't do the weight like that. It's you don't just become big boned. It's like people used to say to me. They said to my mum, "Oh, your Russell's piled loads of weight on. His six-pack's gone. Now he's not in jail." My mum would say, "Oh, he's big boned, or he's stocky." Your bones don't just grow overnight, or you don't become stocky. It's laziness. James Toney went from middleweight, didn't he? All the way up to heavyweight, but he's still the same height, isn't he? His bones are still the same. Carl Froch started out as a super middleweight. He finished his career as a super middleweight. You don't just grow overnight. When you get into your 30s, your body just don't decide to be heavier, your bones and that. It's a lack of discipline. So, but so I'm not having that. He needs to look at his dietitian, his training team need to have a good look at the send. Did they throw him under the bus for a big payday? He got paid well, but he never even put up a fight, did he? He went out there, and that's not the Jamie McDonnell that we've all seen, the gutsy kid who can have a fight. So I don't know. I didn't hear anybody mention Jamie McDonnell getting all these big world title fights. Not one person mentioned Pete Bell. Now anybody who knows Pete Bell, he was the head gym screw at Lindholm Prison for years from when it opened. Pete Bell rung Dennis Hobson up and said, I've got a kid here, have a look at him. And Dennis took him on. He were 8, 2 and 1. We all know the rest. The rest of it is history. Dennis took him to Olympics with Frankie Gavin and Billy Joe, showed him how to train 3 days a week, blah de blah, spent some time with him, got in here. They went 13 and 0, didn't they? British Commonwealth, European and world title. We know the rest, didn't we? Don't we? Jamie never had a proper world title after he left Dennis. But I'm not going to sing Dennis's praises. We all know about the Dennis Hobson, aka Ron Lyle. We all know Dennis's story, and it's become boring on it now from me. So that's Jamie McDonnell crossed off. Gav McDonnell, no amateur career, he's done well to get world title shot. If Sky need him, they'll throw him on a show. If they don't need him, he'll go on a Steffi Bull show. Doesn't do a lot of tickets. His style, is his style exciting? People don't rush home from pub, do they, to say, quick, let's get home, there's a Gav McDonnell against Stewie Hall fight on. No, we don't. So Stewie Hall wouldn't have been a world champion if it weren't for Jamie McDonnell getting stripped. And he's still dining out on being a world champion, Stewie Hall, or former champion. Stewie Hall has not beat a former world champion. He's not beat a champion, so how is he a former champion? Can you work it out? It's a bit like Joseph Parker, innit? Former world champion, but not beat a champion. Can you work it out? Because I can't. Frankie Gavin, he's signed with somebody new. Errol Johnson, is it? Good luck to Frankie Gavin, I like him. I got Frankie and Dean Edwards up to Dennis's office. I got them sat there, we had a meeting for an hour and a half. We all know what happened. My job was to put them together. If Dennis and Frankie can't make music, that's their fault. But I sided with Frankie Gavin while he didn't side with Dennis. I didn't agree with what was said. That's it, I always go with fighter, don't I? Yeah. I'll sit quiet and take it all in, then when they've gone I'll say, I don't agree with that, I don't agree with that. And then me and Dennis used to get at it like cat and dog. And then I was told, oh, you still got L plates on, you're supposed to sit quiet, you don't know what you're doing, blah de blah, I could put kettle on. Go make me a drink of tea, Russ, put some Manuka honey in it. Yeah, okay then. Well, them days are gone. Bradley Skeet, where's his career going since he's been beat? I don't know. Sam Eggington, why don't they put Eggington in with Kell Brook? Why not? They both moved up to 154. Kell Brook's fighting non-punchers, isn't he? Why is he fighting non-punchers? Because they want to protect his papier-mâché face, don't they? And hope and pray that Amir Khan wants to fight. But I'm hearing that Amir Khan wants the lion's share of the money. And quite rightly so. He's got 10 wins over former world champions, hasn't he? Current, future and world champions. 10. Same as Froch and Calzaghe. How many world champions has Kell Brook beat? How many? Or former champions? 3, 4, 4. So Amir Khan, he's the bigger draw, isn't he? Kell doesn't sell a ticket. Dave Allen sells more tickets than Kell Brook. Josh Kelly, don't rate him at all. Fancy Dan, I think he's just waiting to get iced. He's not the main man in the North East now. Lewis Ritson is the man up there. He's the one they're all going to see up there, not Josh Kelly. Who wants Josh Kelly? Who'd sign him? Who'd sign Burnett? Who'd sign them? Who'd want them? Ryan Burnett or Josh Kelly? Who's their trainer? Let me think. Adam Booth. Tell me an Adam Booth fighter who's had an exciting style, apart from David A. Who? Maybe Groves. Groves left him, didn't he? Burnett and Kelly, they don't like the styles. Lewis Ritson, he's the man at the moment. Which brings me to Dave Allen. Dave Allen, what can we say about Dave Allen? Who's Dave Allen's best win? Who? He can't make cruiserweight, can he? He's too big to be a cruiserweight, so he's in heavyweight. Who's his best win? He gets offered the Dubai fight with a 10-week camp, but he don't want to be the opponent. But yet he fights Yoko with 3-week notice in Paris. I'm hearing stories he might be fighting Joe Joyce next. How can you fight Joe Joyce next? In the Commonwealth, he's coming off a loss, so he's going to have to get a win against some David Howe or Tom Dallas type to get back in to fight Joyce. But how long is he going to last against Joe Joyce? How many punches did he land on that Yoko? He just kept ploughing forward. Who's at fault for him taking that fight? Well, I had a word with him a few months ago about it. He says, leave it to me management. Well, David Allen's management. Let's have a look at Dave Allen's management. With Mick Marsden, isn't he? Where's he going with Mick Marsden? It was with Dennis Hobson to start with. Dennis gave him the nickname the White Rhino. Peter Fury had him. He couldn't hack it there. Oh well, Steffi Bull. Couldn't hack it with Steffi. Couldn't hack it with Dominic Ingle. 2 seconds. He couldn't hack it with Dominic Ingle. So where's he gone from Dominic Ingle? Kevin Sanders. Kevin Sanders were training him. Yeah, that's a bad fight as well. But I like Yazza, but it's not a brilliant fight, is it? But I hope Yazza beats him. But where's Dave Allen going? Where is he going? Where's he going? I fear for him. I don't want him to end up punch drunk. I just don't want him to end up punch drunk. If it's a 57 plate, I'm not bothered. You said it were. You said to me, right? It were an 08. I've seen it, right? I think it's an 07, isn't it? So I don't. Not with that mileage on. Michael. He's got 140,000 on clock. I don't want anything like that. I'm stuck with him for ages. If I make $1,000 on it over 10 weeks, what's that? 100 a week? It might take 6 months to sell. So not anything under 80,000. Don't over that. I don't want to know. I told you this Sunday tea time. Yeah, but you've been up to my kid's mum's week, haven't you? It's got different registration plates on front and rear. So it's either had a bump on one end or a bump on other. If you were smart, you'd have put 2 plates on either end, so I wouldn't notice that, would I? I've already seen it. Well, it's a 57 or an 07. It's not an 08. No, I'm not interested. No, I want Vans now, Vans. Amir Khan. Are Amir Khan and Eddie Hearn getting on? I don't hear much chat about them at the moment. Where are they going at the moment? Amir Khan and Eddie. Looks to me like Amir Khan's wanting lion's share at money, so Kell Brook's in no man's land, isn't he? Amir could just jack in at any stage, couldn't he? What will happen is Amir will play the waiting game, and he'll just hold that for lion's share, probably 60-40. And you know what? At this stage of the game, he'll probably get it as well, because anything could happen with Kell, couldn't it? He could get caught. I mean, they don't do head sparring, do they, at Ingles? But he could get caught in a fight against these journeymen he's fighting, but... So, what's happening with Liam Cameron? 2 months now since his fight. Where's Liam Cameron going at the moment? What's Dennis doing with him? 2 months since he defended his belt. Where's Liam going, Dennis? I know you're watching. Help, Dennis. Where's Liam Cameron going? Is Liam going to run his contract down? I don't know. We don't know, do we? It's all hypothetical at the moment. But I don't see Liam having a fight at the moment. And so I don't know what's happening, but is he going to fight again? I hope so. I like his trainer Chris Smedley, he's a good friend of mine, but 2 months now we're out of fight for Liam Cameron. All I'm seeing is Dennis running around with Steffi Bull putting shows on and tweeting here, there and everybody. I don't see Liam Cameron in any tweets. You got a Commonwealth title belt, something going on, isn't there? What's happening with Brad Watson, English champion? He's Dennis' fighter. What's he doing? Is he still with Dennis? Danny Kennedy's gone to Dennis as well, to 8 undefeated. He's gone to live in Australia. So yeah, I'll have a look at that. A 62 plate. Fetch it up. Fetch it up to hers. I'm there now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be here for about another 50 minutes. But what's happening with Free Sports TV? They were supposed to be putting on a show a month. How many shows we had? What's he had, Dennis? 4 shows since they started in October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 9 months, 4 shows. That's not one a month, is it? That's what it said on interview. They had Cameron and Sheedy, Josh Whale against Jenkinson, and Cameron against Genman. All good shows. That show that Steffi Bull put on, that Dennis's name were on poster, it were a load of baba, wasn't it? I can't come on here and be biased about friends. You've got to tell the truth, whether it's Dave Allen, Dennis, Frotch, anybody. You've got to tell the truth. Frotch shouldn't get 10-10 scores out, should he? But that's his opinion, innit? But Steffi's show at Doncaster Dome were baba. Baba. He can do better than that and he knows it. But what can you do when you're working with spam? Do you know what I mean? When you spam, where I come from, you have that on a Sunday dinner when you've got note. So when you've got note to work with, you have spam, or when you've got note to eat, you have spam on a Sunday, don't you? Some people like spam. I prefer a steak on a Sunday myself, or mincemeat, because I can't get a steak down because my band. Just things are going from bad to worse. I feel for Dennis at the moment though, because he's having to go cap in hand to other promoters, because he hasn't really got any fighters, has he? And since I've left, what's happening up there? Well, since I've gone, I mean, when I first started out there, I were injecting the vigour into everything, 1 hour lively. Since I've been gone, in April, how long have I been gone now? 6 weeks? What's going on? They had a show with Steffi Bull. There's no charisma there if I don't go to the show, is there? I'm a character, aren't I? Plus I take a bit of a crowd with me, don't I, to it? But it is what it is, isn't it? AJ Hobson's not involved now. What's going on there? It's all crumbling, isn't it, without me and AJ? I'm only joking, Dennis. Don't take it to heart, but need to start looking after people, right? O'Hara Davis. The arena were empty, wasn't it? Frank Warren couldn't backtrack, could he? But that arena couldn't have filled your call. O'Hara Davis, I think he's looking great. He'll win a world title. Yarde, he looks the business, doesn't he? But needs to take a fight, doesn't he? But they're not going to rush him. Dubois, he'll go all the way in. I'm a big Tom Little fan, and I wanted Tom Little to win. And if Tom Little would have had a longer camp, I think he'd have put up a better fight and gone distance. I'm a Tom Little fan. But I'm hearing off certain people who are in the know, who heard off other people that Tom Little didn't have as great a camp as what people are saying. I don't know about that, but I like Tom Little and I've got a soft spot for him, and I think he's a good fighter. And I think if Tom Little had some sponsors behind him and a bit more discipline, I think he could win an English or a British title. That's my opinion on Tom Little. I'm a big Tom Little fan. He's a proper fighting man. Martin Murray, they offered the fight to Liam Cameron. I'm not going to go into the financial, but they offered the fight to Liam Cameron, but you know, at the wrong time. Liam wasn't fit. He would have just beaten opponent, wouldn't he? But Martin Murray won. Whether he'd beat Billy Joe Saunders, I don't know. It depends what Billy Joe Saunders turns up, doesn't it? The Billy Joe Saunders who fought in Paisley Leisure Centre, Martin Murray would have took him to school. The Billy Joe Saunders who fought at Lemieux, he would have probably beat Martin Murray. So it depends what Billy Joe Saunders turns up, doesn't it? Billy Joe Saunders, Golovkin. Billy Joe Saunders, it looks to me like he thought he was pulling a fast one, trying to get the Golovkin fight, and it all went a bit Pete-tongued, didn't it, for him? And now where's he going? He's in no man's land now, isn't he, Billy Joe Saunders? Who's he fighting? It's like Tyson Fury. He's just had a press conference versus TBA. We're talking about the Laniel, if he is still the Laniel champion of the world, Tyson Fury fighting TBA on a Carl Frampton undercard, who's fighting a guy called Jackson. But it's a stadium fight. So what's going on? What is going on? They sat Paddy Barnes on top of somebody's head, didn't they, to stand next to Tyson. What is this, a circus act? Hey, Tyson Fury deserves better. He should be headlining stadiums, Tyson, not on undercards. Our BT Sport happy with what Frank's serving up. What is he serving up? What was that at O2? What was that at O2? If you put all Frank's fighters at the O2 and you put the box rec rankings next to all them opponents, right? It was embarrassing, wasn't it? It was totally embarrassing. Best fight on night were Little against Dubois. All the rest of them, what were it? Come on, what were it? Was that it? You could have fit that. You could have fit them all in your call and still had room, couldn't you? What's happening with Box Nation at the moment? Where's that going? Are they just putting Odd Fight on from Bob Arum because Bob and Frank are mates? Why should people subscribe for Box Nation for that? Eh? Why would you pay for Box Nation when you're getting served up repeats? Load of crap, innit? Load of crap. I want to say good things about boxing like Ritson and O'Hara Davis, but the bad outweighs the good, doesn't it, all the time? Which brings me to Joshua Wilder. Let's go back to the beginning, shall we? Let me see what I am on camera. Let's go back to the beginning. Right. 20, 30, 35, 90. 6 reps on that today. I'm getting there. Right, Eddie Hearn signed Luis Ortiz, didn't he? Why did he sign him? Because he was WBA #1 rank, wasn't he? And he knew they wanted to keep him away from Joshua. Now, when Joshua got the belt off Charlie Martin, Luis Ortiz should have been fighting for that WBA belt. But what they did, they paid Luis Ortiz step aside money and said, you can fight the winner of Klitschko against Joshua. Luis Ortiz never got that chance, did they? They put him in with another stiff, didn't they? I forgot the guy's name, but it's Malik Scott. If that had been anybody else, like Scott Quigg, Eddie Hearn would have had him upgraded to championship level, wouldn't he? But he didn't with Luis Ortiz. Why would you sign a Cuban who doesn't sign tickets? He signed him as a strategic move to keep him away from Joshua. Look, who's the 2 most dangerous men in the heavyweight division apart from Joshua? Wilder and Ortiz. How many of them has Joshua fought? They've kept him away from Ortiz, and they certainly kept him away from Wilder. Shelley Finkel, Lou DiBella and Al Heyman, they've met every demand. Eddie didn't even put the date and the venue on the contract. They were the only 2 stipulations that Shelley Finkel were arguing about. Look, they don't want the fight, do they? I told you it all months ago. No, everybody said how they will. And even up to last week I kept thinking this might happen, but it's just lie after lie after lie. Now they're going to say they're trying to build it up, but who wants to see Joshua against Povetkin? He's 39 years old. 39 year old, right? So Klitschko 41, 42, Povetkin's 39, isn't he, when they fight? How old were Skelton? He were 51, he 48. Sprott were 40 odd. How old were Takam? He were 37, wasn't he? Pooler 38, they nearly fought him. How many more old people are we going to see in fight Joshua? And if Parker or White win, they're going to fight them, aren't they? Or he's going to fight Miller or Pooler. So Miller, who wants to see Miller fight? Big fat 325 pound lump. Or an old man Pooler. That's one mandatory. The other mandatory is going to be Dillian White or Parker. Parker's a stinker fight, and White, he got knocked out by him last time. Who wants to see that? So it's going to be Povetkin, Miller or Pulev, White or Parker. They're Joshua's next 3 fights. It's totally embarrassing, and I don't even want to talk about it no more. As for Parker White being pay-per-view, you know my feelings on that, don't you? Parker's just been in 4 stinkers. Takam, Ruiz, Hughie Fury and Joshua stinkers. Joseph the Stinkinator Parker. Fucking terrible. But you've got to give it to David Higgins. The guy's a genius, isn't he? Everybody said he was fake. He keeps delivering all these pay-per-views for his man, doesn't he? So that guy's a genius. But who's Joseph Parker's best win? Who's his best win? Who's Dave Allen's best win? Who's Dave Allen's best win? Who's Parker's best win? Dave Allen should go back to the beginning and start again, but he's got a tag now as a journeyman. Dave Allen, right, this is what you've got. You've got World, European, British, Commonwealth, English, Central Area, then you've got journeyman, novice. Is Dave Allen a novice or is he a journeyman? He's probably in between them, innit, right? For amount of fights he's had, amateur and professional. So why is he in with world level guys? You can't go like that, you've got to go through the levels. Otherwise you just end up punch drunk like that, getting knocked about. Dave Allen's management should be ashamed of the sen. Tell Mick Marsden I said that, and I'll tell him to his face, and I'll tell David to his face. But he'll just say, we know what we're doing. Well, what are you doing? What are you doing? Taking good hidings? Is that how you want to be? When you're 40-year-old, like that. Is that what you're going to be like Riddick Bowe? Riddick Bowe were talking like that when he was 28. Meldrick Taylor were talking like that when he was 30. That'll be Dave Allen if you don't listen. But you know, it is what it is, innit? So, what else have we got? I think that's about it really, innit? That's it. Oh, people are asking me questions about that incident in Bury and that. I'm not really bothered about that now. It's become boring. Just keep supporting boxing and shout out to new sponsors on board. SIS Digital. They put big screens up at music festivals, race courses, Donny Racecourse. They're working with Lazarus. Rugby, cricket, Edgbaston, Western-super-Mare cricket, that's Somerset. They're looking at getting into boxing. I'm in talks with them at the moment. Things are going brilliant. Shout out to Ali at Churchill's Tailors. Thanks for my clothes, shirts and that. Shout out to K Official. Still waiting for my tracky top and my t-shirts. Come on, Paul and Emma, where are they? Chop chop. Shout out to Ledger Frames, Conisborough, Edlington Motors, Edlington Doncaster. Thanks for letting me use your car pitch. That's about it. Keep on trucking, keep supporting boxing. Don't believe anything Eddie Hearn says, it's all lies. And I wish everybody all the best. Have a great day, it's summer. I'm going to go out now and have 20 minutes with my kids and then I'm going to go home to an empty house. Keep on trucking.